How's everything, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the war on testosterone. There is a massive war on testosterone that's been going on for the past, I'd say, at least 5 decades. The US government, in conjunction with the FDA, want men to be softer, less aggressive, and more docile. All right, and there's been a concerted effort to put chemicals in the food, water, and air that reduce male testosterone. And that's why testosterone levels have been dropping in the male. The average man today has less testosterone than his father did, and his father has less testosterone than his grandfather did. That's a problem because testosterone is what's needed to drive society forward. All right, testosterone is what gives men the big ideas to come up with the infrastructure and the industries and the businesses and the inventions that benefit all of humanity and keep humanity driving forward. Testosterone is the hormone that drives people through all sorts of difficulties despite the odds. If men's testosterone levels keep dropping, eventually that will lead to the extinction of humanity and the destruction of humanity, because you need those testosterone levels to drive humanity forward. That's it. That is not opinion. That is not up for debate. That is fact. All right? The government wants a bunch of low testosterone men walking around because high testosterone men cause revolutions. With all that being said, here's a list of 10 foods, all right, to put in your diet to keep your testosterone levels high so that your mind can be clear and your body can be strong. All right, number one is strawberries. Strawberries are high in zinc, and zinc is an excellent metal/mineral for two reasons. It boosts testosterone levels, and it also increases your immune system, so your ability to fight off infections is heavily dependent on your zinc intake. That's number one. All right, number two is raw cocoa. Raw cocoa contains a bunch of antioxidants that are great for your male reproductive system, and that helps your testosterone levels stay sky high. Raw cocoa. So the more dark chocolate you eat, the more, actually in the Caribbean, we have something called chocolate tea, which is actually the raw cocoa that people take. They take mounds of raw cocoa, boil it, add a little sugar and other ingredients to it, and actually make that chocolate tea. And they say it's a known aphrodisiac because the antioxidants and the plant compounds that it contains are great for your T levels. All right. Number three is going to be tuna. Now, I don't really eat a lot of tuna myself because a lot of it is based in soybean oil, and soybean oil is a known testosterone reducer. It fills your body with estrogen. But if you can find some tuna that's, in water, or some oil that's more friendly to your hormones, go for it. Go for it. And one thing to be aware of though with tuna is that a lot of tuna does contain high levels of mercury. So you don't want to go too hard with the tuna. But it is a good source of a testosterone booster. Number four is going to be red meat. Red meat, all right? But not just any red meat. Not that farm-fed garbage. Not that garbage protein. You want bison, deer, or grass-fed cows if you can find that meat. Those are the three best red meats for you to eat, all right? Grass-fed cows, deer, and bison. Why? Excellent sources of zinc. Once again, zinc is a key. I cannot stress this enough. Zinc is a key mineral in the production of testosterone. It's very important. So, if you want to get your T levels up, eat quality red meats. Of course, red meats are harsh on the digestive system. They do take a while to digest, but at the end of the day, they're great for your T levels. Necessary to add to your diet in moderation. Number five, of course, you're going to have one of my personal favorites, sweet potato. I love sweet potato. It's awesome. Great source of vitamin A. That's why it has that rich orange color, because foods high in vitamin A also tend to be high in beta carotene, and that gives them that rich orange color. That's the reason why flamingos have that orange pinkish color that they have, because their diets are rich in carotene and vitamin A. Now, vitamin A is a known testosterone booster, and a lot of bodybuilders and people who want to work out and gain strength and gain muscle tend to eat a lot of sweet potatoes because they're great for boosting your T levels. And of course, we need testosterone, rest, and human growth hormone to get larger, to grow stronger, and put on muscle mass. So that's number five. Number six is going to be broccoli. broccoli, and number 7 is going to be cabbage. I lump broccoli and cabbage together because they both have the same effect. 6 and 7, broccoli and cabbage, are known as cruciferous vegetables, and their purpose is that they remove estrogen from the body. So you want to eat vegetables like that because we're constantly taking an estrogen in our bodies. Like, this is an estrogen heavy society. It's very estrogenic. All right, there's estrogen in the water we drink, the food we eat, and the air we breathe. So anything that removes and reduces your estrogen levels, you want to eat as much of that as possible. Broccoli and cabbage are excellent for that. So, add those to your diet if you don't really eat those regularly already. Number 8, right? Number 8, egg yolks. Now, a lot of people are wary of egg yolks because they say, oh, there's too much cholesterol. It's going to hurt my heart. It's going to clog my arteries, harden my arteries, all of that. And yes, that will happen if you eat egg yolks every single day. With egg yolks, you want to eat them once or twice a week. You don't want to go heavy on that because they are loaded with cholesterol. But cholesterol is one of the key components of testosterone building. Testosterone is a steroid hormone, meaning that it's related to lipids. It's in the same group as lipids, fats, and waxes and oils. So it needs cholesterol and it needs saturated fats in order for you to create it and build it. All right. So testosterone, in order to get your levels high and keep them high, incorporate egg yolks in your diet. That saturated fat and cholesterol rich egg yolks will definitely help you out. And egg yolks are a tremendous source of vitamin D, vitamin A, sulfur, and a host of other nutrients. But once again, moderation. All right. Brazil nuts are also excellent for you. That's number 9. Brazil nuts are a wonderful source of selenium. Selenium is a rare non-metal that we need in our diets in order to keep testosterone levels high. All right. There's a reason that they make Brazil nuts hard to find because, once again, the FDA, the US government don't want high testosterone men walking around. It's just a fact. High testosterone men cause revolutions. And the people in power don't want a revolution popping off because then they lose their power. But Brazil nuts are excellent for that. If you can find some Brazil nuts, at your nearest health food store, Whole Foods, wherever you get your health food at, I suggest you add that to your diet. Have a handful. You don't need too many, just a handful. Pause. But just take a cup of Brazil nuts, have some every day, keep those levels in check. As we get older, especially near 30 and after that, T levels start to drop and be replaced by estrogen. As a man, I want estrogen around me. I don't want it inside me. You understand? So all these foods are important to keep your T levels in check and keep them as high as possible. Another personal favorite of mine, avocados. I love avocados, man. I absolutely love avocados. The reason why I love avocados so much is because not only do they boost testosterone levels, not only do they do that, but they're a wonderful source and a tremendous source of vitamin E as well as monounsaturated fats. The best fats for building testosterone are monounsaturated and saturated fats, along with cholesterol. You want to avoid polyunsaturated fats as much as possible. I cannot stress this enough. You want to avoid corn oil and soybean oil, as those are two major sources of polyunsaturated fats, which are inflammatory, harmful, and they lower your T levels. All right. Keep your diet full of monounsaturated fats and saturated fats. But of course, you want to have a lot more monounsaturated than saturated. Now, as a bonus, I'm going to throw in extra virgin olive oil. That's nothing but monounsaturated fat. It's pure monounsaturated fat. And once again, it's going to be great for your T levels. All right. There's a reason why cultures who incorporate a lot of monounsaturated fat in their diet, especially olive oil, tend to have a certain aggression about them. Look at a lot of Mediterranean cultures. A lot of those guys are very aggressive, have a lot of machismo about them. It's that olive oil. All right. I will warn you though that a lot of brands advertising themselves as extra virgin olive oil are actually, cut with other oils. They put a lot of canola oil in them. They put other foreign contaminant oils in there in order to cut the product and stretch it further. So surprisingly, the best olive oil that you're going to get comes from sources in California. All right. So once again, that's been my 10 foods that are great for testosterone production and keeping your T levels at a healthy range. All right, when you have healthy testosterone levels, your mind is going to be sharp, your memory is going to be sharp, your logic, your deductive reasoning, your creativity are going to be very high. You're going to be able to keep muscle mass and build muscle mass while burning fat. Okay, now if you found this information helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. I thank you for your view. I do appreciate it. I put in the description below, I put a link of 25 foods that are great T builders. I excluded yogurt in this list because, once again, I'm firmly against dairy. I think it's very unhealthy and I want nothing to do with it. But other than the yogurt in this list is pretty solid. So feel free to take a look at that list, educate yourself, protect your health, protect your testosterone. Let's be strong out here. Let's be a lot. Everybody take care.